Adrianne Lynch here with the Lynch team at Conway Real Estate, and I have Elaine Poker-Yant with me with Visiting Angels East Valley. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Before we get into the business side of things, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. Well, I live in Gilbert. My family's been here for 19 years. We moved from Michigan. I've got 3 boys. My husband's a philosophy professor. I've got 1 kid still in college. He's up at NAU studying in med. I have a cat who's wonderful. I know you're a dog person, but my cat's kind of like a dog. She's social. She's really funny. She engages. So she kind of defies that aloof figure that cats do. Anyways, she's cool. I don't know. I like to bike and hike and garden and cook. Those are some hobbies.
That's nice. I have cats and dogs, and it's interesting because my cats are like dogs. So the same, when people talk about cats, I'm like, you've really not owned one, because I've had cats for 20 something years and they've always acted like dogs in our house. So I don't know if it's the way you raise them or how it works. But
yeah, it could be, but when new people come, they come and sniff them. Kind of have fun, and they always hang out in the crowd. They don't disappear unless somebody has bad juju, but they kind of senses it. It's funny.
I love it. So now with Visiting Angels is a home care agency, and I see your commercials on TV. So, but really cover kind of what is it that you guys actually do?
So it's called in-home care, and we help people with activities of daily living. So it's kind of like a great daughter, a great son that you don't have, any baggage with, really. We help families with everything from companionship. We take them, in normal life to doctor appointments, to run errands. We do light housekeeping. We do grocery shopping. We prepare meals. Sometimes if they just have care once a week, the caregivers might cook on Mondays, and then they fill up containers to go in the freezer for the rest of the week, a couple different meals, and then they do it again the following week. We do laundry, we do personal care, and anything kind of assisting. If somebody's coming out of the hospital, we do transitional care. We support home health if they're, getting out of hospital or rehab and needing to do physical therapy and kind of getting acclimated to being home alone again. That transition piece is super important. Right. We also go into communities, whether they live in independent, assisted, or memory care. They might just need some one-on-one assistance. Maybe it's acclimating to a new environment. Certainly people that have eyesight issues like macular degeneration, maybe they're moving into assisted living or memory care. We help them find their way and set up their apartment and get used to the way things are compared to, because they're learning a new normal for them. Sometimes they might just have really higher acuity needs and they need that one-on-one fit that maybe a community can't do. So oftentimes with communities, it might just be temporary for the first 2 weeks or the first 2 months. Or sometimes, maybe there's just a need established. Maybe they've been our client for 5 or 6 years and they are just friends with their caregivers and they're their people. So then, we might go once a week and just engage with them and have fun, get them out, that kind of thing.
So being so hands-on and social with seniors, which I think is great, what right now, in light of the current health situations, can you guys still go out and help people?
We actually can. We definitely have a screening process. We are part of the governor's order that we are considered essential personnel, so we're able to do that. Certain communities deem us essential personnel because they need us and they let us come in. Certain communities are like, no, we're just doing staff, so you can't come anymore. But we can actually do that. We screen all new clients, so we are still taking new clients, but we screen them to make sure that that they don't think they've been exposed, they aren't showing any kind of symptoms. A lot of people at this point have already been self-isolating for 14 days because they were an at-risk population, so they started, they started early. So we're able to kind of go through that. But we are fully committed to the health and well-being of not only our clients, but our staff as well, because our staff are so critical right now for the clients that really do need them. So we make sure that, we are taking all the precautions and going through whatever steps we can to make sure that everybody's safe, healthy, and happy.
I think that's great. And I think it's good for them, really, because some people have no one that they can even talk to, and they don't know the technology. So having just that human interaction, 14 days in isolation alone is definitely, any of us would go crazy, but we have the advantage of technology. So that's great. You guys can still go in.
Yes. And we've been teaching technology. I just put a support group online this week. So we sent out directions. One of the people on our team is a tech guru. So it kind of helped them learn how to use Zoom with their phone. We sent them, direction sheets with videos. We were able to go into some homes that when people didn't have the technology and FaceTime with their families so that they could make that connection. Because we're finding people, there's like that sense of, I feel a little bit better when we just get to see our loved ones. Yeah. So you're absolutely right. That technology piece can really bring some peace of mind to both our families and our clients.
No, I agree. I completely agree. I'm so glad you guys can do that. So I know there are a lot of home care companies out there, but what differentiates you from the others?
Well, I think one of the things we do, a lot of people help with resources and different things, but we kind of look at a client really holistically and what is their whole big picture. Because we have a lot of clients that don't have families here. Certainly clients that are supported well and have family, we come in, we do our job, maybe we help families to find resources they're unaware of, things that can help them and make life a little bit easier for them. But especially those families, and we have a lot of them where their loved ones are back east or out west or, in Canada or whatever. We kind of look at that whole piece. We look at if somebody's a vulnerable adult, what resources, connections do we need to help them make so that nobody can take advantage of them? That's a huge part of what we do. We teach a lot of classes to the community, to clients, to their families, helping them with skills and understanding what's going on with the aging process specifically, and not limited to, but a lot with dementia. We've got a lot of dementia clients, so we help families to kind of navigate that road. And I've got a couple different certifications for teaching. So not only do we teach our caregivers, but we work with our families to be able to get that same skill set so everybody can be on the same page and kind of getting their expectations in check for what is really feasible for the capabilities that their families have. So that's I think that's one of it. And we kind of look at it like a doctor's approach, like a naturopathic doctor would look at the whole big picture. We kind of do that with our families.
I think that's great because it's not just addressing their, what they're struggling with, but their mental health and their family's mental health, and how can they all get through this, without adding additional stress, and which then, lowers our immune system and all of that. So I think that's a great way to look at it and make sure all of the families being part of that.
Yeah, it really, we started doing this, I don't know, probably maybe 7 years ago now. And it's really just sort of branched out, and it's just been a nice piece. And families have shared things like they feel like it's a safe haven because they can go and talk things through, and we can connect them with support groups and different things as well. It's been a nice addition to our life, and it's just and our program and what we offer. But it kind of makes all of us comfortable because we get to know the families really well, and that's kind of a nice piece.
No, I think that's great. So what's the best way for people to reach out to you and see, learn more about your company and how it could benefit their family?
Well, giving a personal call to the office is great. We have several care managers that will talk to families and just kind of go through, and listen to their situation. So they can call our number, 480-833-8247. And that's our East Valley office. We're on Southern between Country Club and Alma School. And they can just have a conversation with one of our care managers, and we can kind of assess where they think they need to be. Sometimes they need care and they don't realize it. Sometimes they don't even need care. They just need to understand kind of what's next in the picture, so we can go through that. But then we come into the home, we do a free consultation and talk with them and see, and if they get on service, we do an assessment, also free, and that is with everybody as well, not just Visiting Angels. But to see what the needs are and then figure out how we write a care plan for that particular family or that particular individual. They can go to our website, which is www.visitingangells.com/Mesa/home. When you do it that way, it just works a little better. But that kind of gives you, the big picture of who we are. But kind of that personal touch with a phone call usually is the most succinct, and we can hear exactly what people's specific needs are, and we can address what they're looking for.
I think that's great. We'll put all that information too in the details as well, so people can easily reach you and make sure that we have that all there. Well, I appreciate you coming on and telling us a little bit about Visiting Angels and how you can help families.
Well, thank you so much. It was great to be here, and we look forward to next time.
Absolutely.
Take care.